So, this is Shannon, riding solo. The actual reason that backseat gaming came around was because back when Detroit Become Human started to make itself known and it was coming out, a friend of mine said, Shannon, you should do a Let's Play of this because I know you'll have a lot to say about it. And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds great. So I kept myself blind to it. After a while, I was still debating on how to, do it because I don't like games that make me make decisions. I mean, I like RPGs. I just don't like manipulative games, and that's usually David Cage. But I watched the Black Mirror episode Bandersnatch, or experienced it with my mom, and she really loves making decisions. And so I was like planning on this whole thing with, that we were going to do this together. Like, I would play, she would make the choices, and we would record it and just like have a little, do a little Let's Play with my mom. Like, it was just kind of a silly idea. And we were totally prepared to do that, but then I remembered, that it's a PS4 exclusive, and I'm not a sucker like that. I'm a sucker about a lot of things, but not that. We were willing to spend money on microphones and all that, get everything set up, but I am not gonna buy a PS4 for one game. I'm not gonna buy into that crap. So, after that, I was like, okay, I'm still blind to this game, so I still have a chance to do this blind commentary, but I knew I wasn't going to play it. So after we talked about this with my brother, I was like, well, maybe I wouldn't watch a thing, but I knew that Kevin had always wanted to do Let's Plays of that, or that kind of video, and I was like, what if you play and I talk? And we were like, how did we not think of this before? He came up with the idea of backseat gaming. We did not know that there was already a series called that, but we also don't care. Well, actually, he cares, but I don't. And so I was talking to my brother, and I was like, wouldn't it be trashy if I used somebody else's Let's Play, basically, a silent Let's Play, and just talked over it? And everybody that I talked to about it, in real life anyway, gave me this look like, you trashy bitch. I get it, but when people tell me not to do something, that makes me want to do it that much more, and come up with reasons why I was right in the first place. And, I was thinking about it, like, I don't understand really the unusual part of it, because why would anybody even post a silent Let's Play if not for the person on the other end to experience it for themselves? I feel like if I was posting a silent Let's Play and somebody did what I'm thinking of doing, or what I'm planning on doing now, I should say, I would be thrilled. I'd be like, look, evidence that somebody enjoyed the thing that I put out, enjoyed it the way that I wanted them to enjoy it, which is without my own commentary. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to use a quote-unquote movie because it's faster. I'm not really playing. I don't really see the point. I'm going to watch the video by GAZArts. I will link to it in the description and everywhere that I can. And so I'm going to do that because I just don't care. I don't care that it's trashy or whatever. I'm trashy. I don't care. I never claimed to be anything more. But before I actually get into it, I should probably preface it by telling you why this is something that my friends might know that I have a strong opinion about. If you watched, or if you've taken a look at our Soma Let's Play, you might have noticed me mentioning that I love robots, and I really do. By that, I mean artificial intelligence. I really love stories about artificial intelligence. I mean, I love robots on like a personal level, but I also am just really into anything having to do with artificial intelligence, whether it's a, terror, like the Terminator, or sympathetic like Bicentennial Man, or something altogether different like Her. It's just something I'm really into. I don't know why. I have no explanation for it. I just am. And I especially have some strong feelings about androids, because androids, I think, are kind of ridiculous. You really have to justify it to me. My friends thought I'd have an opinion about this in sort of a negative way. It's hard to just say what I will think about it. But I think androids are creepy. In real life, if you see a robot and an android next to each other, androids are this uncanny valley. And I don't see the point in making them look human. I think it's narcissistic and very making them into something other than what they are, something in between. Robots are robots, let them be robots. That's what I say. Let them be heavy metal. Maybe it's just my own preference, but I think that robots should not be forced to look like humans, but also why? Why do that? Is it some kind of fantasy of having human people that you can have as slaves? Or is it just because you think humans are the ultimate life form and that something can't be sympathetic if it doesn't look like a human, perfectly with hair and stuff? Or being human is what everything should strive to be or something? There's so many reasons why I just don't understand creating androids to look like humans. The only reason that I can see it being something necessary is, one, if they are taking the place of a human, like, I guess, I don't know, like a babysitter, I guess, or like that Black Mirror episode where they make copies of people or something, or because the people that make them genuinely think that in order to experience life completely, you have to have all the human parts, like ears and nose and skin that itches to really live truly, which is, I mean, that it's one perspective. It's not exactly a enlightened perspective, I don't think, but I can see it. Other than that, what, narcissism, fantasy, role play, why make them into people? I think that if you don't have a reason to make them look like people, even if that reason is narcissism, like you explain that people are narcissistic, if you just assume, like this game seems to assume, from what I can understand, the game seems to assume that it's just a natural evolution of robots to make them as human as possible, and I think that's completely ridiculous. I think that's closed-minded and simplistic and obsessive. Robots are robots. Humans are humans. They don't have to look alike. I think in order to have respect for each other, we don't need to look like each other. I think that's kind of the opposite of what stories like this should teach you, right? Like, about how to live with people that are different from you. Making them look human already goes against that concept of learning to empathize with people or concepts that are not familiar to you. In general, I'm just not a fan of the idea of human-looking androids. The only reasons that I can think of making them look like humans are negative. Whether it's like narcissism, slavery, fantasy, if it's like a sexual thing, if it's like a human-centric thing, there's just no real good reason for it, I don't think. And, you know, if somebody has some argument about this, I would actually love to hear it, because I can't think of any. I can only see it as really negative. More so, if you make them look human, you have to treat them as humans. You can't have it both ways. Do you want to create more humans, or do you want to create robots? You can't make them look like humans and put them in a different category, because then the line is too blurry. It's illogical, it makes life harder for the robot, harder to find identity, and it makes it more confusing for the humans that have to live with them and figure out, you know, the line between, like, who's human and who's not, who has human needs and who doesn't have human needs. It's just messy in a way that I think is really unnecessary. In a world where there really were androids that look like people, I would not be as against this. I feel like, you know, when things happen a certain way, they happen. So when I watch this, I am going to treat it with a little more gentleness, unless the topic comes up, because you just have to suspend your disbelief for art. But it is something that I'm really interested in, and so I'm going to do this. I'm going to watch it, I'm going to comment on it, and if you think it's trashy, I don't blame you. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. But if you do like the idea of hearing me talk more about robots, then I would say watch on. But also, if you like the idea of hearing me talk about robots and you don't like the idea of this video, just stick around on the channel, because I'm sure I'll talk about robots many more times in the future. I'm just a big fan, you know? It's your one-way ticket to midnight heavy metal. But as I said, I'm going to be watching the GAZArts Detroit Become Human the movie bracket good ending bracket. So in advance, I want to say thanks to them for recording this. For people like me who don't have the money to buy a PS4 and are just generally bad at games, the whole reason they kind of started this thing. So yeah, because this is kind of the reason behind starting this channel in the first place, I figured I might as well do it. And I'm still blind to it, so it's like, why would I waste this, the element of surprise if I know I can watch something blind? Okay, so yes, I'm going to be doing that. Enjoy.
Hello. Welcome to the Detroit Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess.
Of course you are. That's why you're so creepy. Before we begin,
let's make some adjustments to optimize your experience. You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
I think that is wrong. August 15th, 2038. If I do the math, that would be 11 days after my 43rd birthday. Assuming I live that long. Alrighty, adjusting his tie. We've got our star, I assume.
Negotiator on site.
A young man of perhaps 12 years old.
I can't leave her.
I love 3D animated fish. It seems like a waste of time, though.
Oh, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Well, he is a real person, he's just not a real human.
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Do you know if it's been behaving strangely before this?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach. Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
Listen. Saving that kid is all that matters. Either you deal with this fucking android now.
Does this guy not understand
take
what
care of it.
a hostage situation is? Understanding the details is not about the hostage taker. He's not doing that to get on his good side to get invited to his next party. Why does he think you're asking the questions? For funsies? Like, is he just stupid? Is he new to the police force or something? Like, does he not understand that hostage negotiation is about negotiation? I'm sort of interested in true crime, not a fan of it, because that implies that I enjoy it, or that I look forward to stories about crime. I'm just interested in real people and the real ways that real people help each other, caring about real people's lives instead of fictional ones sometimes. It's just nice to know what really goes on in the world. So I like to think that I'm not very book smart. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to this kind of thing, but I like to think that I have some kind of grasp on at least American crime and punishment stuff. So, robots and crime, pairing together, some of my favorite things. Favorite topics. What? How can you tell? Does he have X-ray vision? Or are these just guesses? So he's also psychic, then. I mean, you can do reconstruction all you want, but come on. That is a little specific. I don't know, the idea of a psychic robot is actually a pretty cool idea. I wonder if anybody's done that.
Your order for an AP700 android has been registered. CyberLife thanks you.
That's the one that was gonna be the replacement. She's like waiting, like, yeah! She's like, woo, I got bought! Going to a new family. Oh! They got killed. Well, easy come, easy go. I guess. Back to the shelf. Back to storage. Deviant? The Deviant? Does that mean that this android is into some freaky stuff?
Been just over an hour since a little girl was taken hostage on the top floor.
Maybe that's why they were replacing him.
Detroit.
Shocking search history.
What exactly happened? But the
They're like, kind of don't want you hanging around our daughter anymore since you're into all this, since you have such a major fetish for doorknobs.
If confirmed,
Which is kind of weird.
first case of an android deliberately taking human lives. By all signs, the SWAT.
Don't touch the stovetop. Ew! Don't do that. Blue blood? I don't think it counts as blood if it's not blood. Unless it's blue blood is like its corporate name, like True Blood.
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
I'm not gonna lie, him getting shot in the shoulder like that and not even reacting was pretty badass.
Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor!
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this. I know you're angry, Daniel. But you need to trust me and let me help you.
I don't want your help! Nobody can help me! All I want is for all this to stop. I just want all this to stop! Are you armed?
I have a gun.
Drop it! No sudden moves or I'll shoot!
There. No more gun.
Is that what a tie clip does?
They were going to replace
It makes it
you,
stick to your
and
shirt?
You became upset.
You put it in
That's
the
what
little
happened, right? I thought I was part
button
of the
edge?
family,
I had no idea. I thought it was just
thought I
decoration. Like a cufflink.
but I was just their toy.
Oh my god, I just learned
Something to
something
throw
new
away
today
when you're
that
done.
I didn't know I didn't know.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
I like how the
Losing
model
blood.
moved its hand a little bit,
If we don't get him to a
like an
hospital,
actor
he's going
that's
to die.
didn't quite.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
Daniel,
I'm going to
everything
apply a
dies
tourniquet.
eventually. Sorry, act high and mighty all you want, but nothing lasts
Touch him
forever.
and I kill you.
Except for
You can't
AirPods.
kill me. I'm not alive.
Smooth as silk.
I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I loved them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
If you love them as much as you say, you want them to be happy, right? Also, what does he
can't stand that
mean?
noise
He was just a
anymore.
slave. Of course he was.
Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
Like, of course he's a toy or a slave or whatever. He's an android. That's literally what they're for.
You all think robots are just machines built by humans to make their lives easier.
Well, aren't they?
I've never made anyone's life easier, and you know it.
I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt.
I don't want to die.
You're
Then
not
why are you
going
standing
to.
on the edge of a
Just let me
building,
talk.
Daniel?
Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Okay. I trust you.
Oh! Trust broken.
You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
Daniel will remember that. I mean, I can't feel that bad for him. He was holding a gun to a little girl's head. Like, sorry, dude, but maybe don't threaten children with death. Especially when you're an android and you have no rights to protect you from the consequences of that sort of thing. I don't know, are there android lawyers in this world?
This
Can I
is
help
the
you?
top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids' homework from elementary school up to university.
Wow. Honey, it looks amazing.
It
This is
looks
exactly what we
amazing. It looks like a regular human woman.
At the moment, we're doing
That's
a
a really
special
weird thing to say,
promotion on this
lady.
entire range at $7,999 with a 48 months interest-free credit. And it comes with a 2-year warranty for parts and labor. Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs. At night, it switches to surveillance mode and contacts
same
emergency
guy?
services if there's a break-in or if it detects.
Oh!
Excuse me, how much is that?
The salesman is also
The NBA is slightly more
android.
expensive, but it
They're
has
all the
many
same
functions.
copy.
Come along and I'll show you. I don't like this guy.
You trust an android to sell you an android?
There it is. It was a bit difficult getting it back and working.
Is there unfortunate implications when it comes
really
to
messed up.
androids of
What'd you
different
say happened
races
to it
being built to do different
The car
tasks?
Stupid accident. I
Just
see.
wondering.
Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory.
So it's really
Hope
as
you don't
good as
mind.
new.
That'll
Be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Is it? I remember you. Oh, this music. This credit sequence. Smells like David Cage. Ah, modern art. Oh, that's creepy. See, you can't make it like, yes, we created this new thing and it also looks like a human, aka we created new and improved humans that we can now boss around. Like, what's to stop somebody from sticking a little thing on somebody else's head and being like, by the way, you're an android, like you just raise them like that, a child or something? Define the lines. You can't live like that. Okay, but this is not a good this is clearly that's supposed to be a metaphor for like people saying immigrants took their jobs, but there really is a big difference between people who choose to take jobs and a company that sends its tools to do jobs. CyberLife took their jobs, not androids. That's not how that works. Unless there's something I don't know. Again, you know, who knows? Android lawyers, who knows? That's the same girl from before. Unless that haircut and jacket are just really, really in style. Or maybe she's another copy too, and there's like a whole bunch of little girl androids running around hanging out with their android nannies to make the park seem more lived in or something. Some Orwellian stuff. Bellini Pants Shop. Some fancy Italian pants.
Hey, water.
What do we say? Nobody ever taught this guy the golden rule, apparently.
And are 5 miles away from your goal.
So this really doesn't help any overcrowding problems in the city. I think it's free to hear this music. Considering he's busking. Like, write whatever you want, but you're performing for free, dude.
Back to this again. Do it with my eyes closed.
He will not allow his creation to be led astray by these artificial demons. Why
He'll
do you
only
look at
allow
me
it to be
so
led astray
demon?
by real, authentic demons.
I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come.
Clippy incarnate.
You are the one who will destroy Detroit.
There's so many screens. This whole city is like got so much electronics all over the place. Like, what happens if there's a blackout? Can they even open their doors? That's what I always wonder about when it comes to like sliding doors and stuff in sci-fi. Like, power goes out, you can't just, you know, turn the knob or bust it open. It's metal. Whoa!
Identification.
What just happened to his hand?
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
Payment confirmed.
Transaction.
Wait, his eyes go up and down. It's like, payment confirmed, and what are you doing later? So he got his expensive pants and his fancy box. Bellini pants.
We've got families to feed, and these androids are taking our place.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't CyberLife employ people?
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can?
You think that CyberLife would be like a huge corporation that would employ a ton of people? That would be pretty crazy, though,
Hey
if it
guys,
was
check
like...
it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
everybody works for CyberLife, and CyberLife creates androids, and everybody buys the androids with the money they make and working at CyberLife. Never-ending cycle.
Stand up.
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Yeah, that's tough talk.
Waste it.
Do it.
All right. That's enough.
This is why you need to make robots heavy metal, withstand abuse.
This bastard a lesson.
Making them human is just cruel. It sucks to be human. Squishy animals needs to be a tank.
We're gonna take your job next. Let me see how you like it.
Okay.
Android compartment? Anything could be an android compartment. You could be like, go in that closet. Now it's an android compartment. Get into this chest so we can be a stowaway on a ship. Android compartment. Oh, it's in the back of a bus. Oh yeah, that's not a metaphor for anything. It's Trash Hand! The new Comic Sans. A free font that everyone loves to use because it's just a little bit less formal than a standard Microsoft font, but a little less quirky than your average script font. Still legible, but a little informal. AKA the new Comic Sans.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of...
I guess you don't take care of anyone. Cause she gone.
Alice! Alice! Oh, there you are.
Just kidding.
That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs. TV on.
TV on? If you have something like that, that implies something is always listening to you, and I do not like that. Creepy. Even if it's just Google that's always listening just to find ways to advertise to you, I still don't want anyone listening in on me. What if that's a art piece? Like a centerpiece? Because it's just too lazy to buy plastic fruit, so we put that wine bottle in the middle of the table as like a little decoration. How would an android know the difference between art and trash? How can we as humans know the difference between art and trash? What is art? Is art anything that makes you feel something? Who decides what is art, you know? The audience or the artist?
Kara!
Yes, Todd?
Bring me a cold beer!
Right away.
What are you looking at?
The TV,
Get
idiot.
the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here!
How about you?
I'll get back to work.
Calm your ass down. Jeez. Roomba! That's adorable.
Alice, you better stop that right now!
Why is she always pushing me?
I think she's just playing with the Roomba. Not everything is about you, Todd. You know, some people would think that living next to, like, industrial places, like, living in an area where there's industry and factories and stuff is a negative. But, like, I love the idea of living next to stuff. It's like a factory. It's like life is happening. If you spend your time around trees, and only trees, you don't even know time is passing. It's just you and the silence. I guess the grass is always greener on the other side, but I don't know. I like living in a city where you can, like, open the windows and hear that people exist. It's comforting. That looks like the stuff I used to dye my hair. Ah, his secret pop rock stash. Delicious. They call it red ice in the future, I guess.
You shouldn't mess around with this stuff.
That violin.
It makes me nervous.
I'm sorry, Todd.
You just stay the fuck out of my business.
What?
Unless you want to piss me off.
Why would he put that in the laundry detergent or laundry products if he didn't want her to find it? Is he that stupid? Was he really like, no one's gonna find this, not the android that does my laundry, definitely. Like, hide it somewhere else, idiot. Hide it in the wall, or under a table, or in the vent. Don't put it in something that is used, like, every day. You're bad at hiding your drugs, Todd.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
That's a pretty toy. What's its name?
Messing around in Todd's room seems like... Oh. At least he's trying, you know? Don't hide it! What? What is that? Did the drawer even have a lock on it? I mean, the fact that he has antidepressants is, like, at least evidence that he's aware that he has issues and he's working on them. That's nice. And he certainly hasn't done anything to her since she's been home. No robot deserves to be both a robot and a woman. That's just cruel.
And now to sports. First up,
she's a sports fan. I love women who love sports.
Denver tonight at the CyberLife Arena in Detroit. League negotiations are still ongoing over the possibility of allowing one Android player per squad.
What? That makes no sense. Speaking of gender, that's like having a woman player on a man team. Like, no, just start a new team. It's a different thing. What is the point? The point is to watch humans play against humans. If you wanted to watch robots play sports, you would play EA Sports. That makes no sense.
According to the Department of Labor, bringing the unemployment figure up to 37.3.
Gotta love hockey.
President Warren spoke today at the opening of a new CyberLife plant near Milwaukee. At the event, the president again praised CyberLife's role in the exceptional performance of the U.S. economy. She further announced that the Department of Defense...
Ooh, she. That really is the future. So why wouldn't people be working at those plants and stuff? Like, they must need humans to do design work and stuff at least. Well, what did you find? What is it? What is it?
Watch it.
Is it a sexy mag? Is that why they didn't show us the cover? I think they censored it. Like, it's too gross. You don't want to see what's in there. Yes, because everybody loves their soaps to be sitting right side up. That's the ultimate show of cleanliness in your house. Cleanliness in class is when your shampoos bottles are all stacked in a straight line.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
She didn't say yes.
Alice in Wonderland. Of course.
Yeah, of course. Smug. What does that symbol mean? Is that like related to gameplay somehow? I would not want an android in my house.
Seems you like
I like
reading.
being alone. I'm a very private person.
Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it? I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends
She's so
again.
cute.
You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. What about your mother? Will she be home soon?
Smooth as silk. I wonder if androids like sweat, you know? I think they sweat. Grow hair. Like that kind of thing is important, you know, to human physiology. Keep your body going. Do androids have that kind of capability? That kind of grossness that is necessary for human life? I mean, humans are disgusting, but we're disgusting for a reason, you know? You generate grease in your hair to keep it healthy. Generate sweat to keep your body cool so it doesn't overheat. Aww. Ooh. Yikes. It's accurate. Looks like Coach McGurk. Yeah, you knew it had to happen. This is good art for such a little kid, though. Oh, I think some people would pay a lot of money to block out traumatic memories.
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
You're playing.
This guy doesn't have good eyes.
I know what you're thinking.
He's like, what are you doing? I'm sitting at this table, you idiot.
Low life. Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family? Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do,
like,
when
what?
someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me.
Oh.
You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me! God. What am I doing?
Oh. He loves her.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, he does.
Don't you?
He seems like kind of a good dad, I have to say. He hasn't hurt her or anything like that. Even when he was yelling at her, he didn't, like, injure her or anything. He just... They'll work it out. I'm sure. Everything changes. Ah, back to, Clippy. Right? Real life Clippy. That's why he's so dangerous. Nobody likes Clippy. Except for me. Birds. What? Oh. Not a real bird. Why, even get robot birds? Because you feel less bad when they die? Oh, this place is so ugly. It's like normal rich people stuff and then like weird... Ew. Gross. Oh, it's so ugly. Who told him that putting this stuff here was a good idea? Can't buy taste. That's what I hear.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
I mean paint, you mean pants.
That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You
Oh, he's gonna
never
kill him!
forget
Oh, no.
anything.
Thought it was a gun.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
No.
Carl. Thank you.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth. Humans are such a fragile machine. They break down so quickly. All this effort to keep them going.
I mean, that's relative. They go a lot faster and stronger than
What happened
a
to your
fruit.
clothes?
Oh,
A
it's
banana.
Just some
Banana goes
demonstrators
bad in
in the
like
street
5
car.
seconds. You
What a
bite an
bunch
apple, it
of
becomes
idiots.
brown in like 2 minutes.
They think they can stop progress by
Put a
roughing
coat in
up
a
few
closet
androids.
without any mothballs, and you get holes in it, and
I hope they didn't harm you.
like a year.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no.
humans
They just
go a
pushed
lot
me
longer
around,
than a
Carl.
year, typically.
I'm fine. Okay.
Maybe this guy's just greedy and wants more time, more
Take you to the bathroom.
strength. Maybe that was his old cat Miffy. It was very ominous music for such a normal daily morning scene.
Anything special on the agenda today?
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. The gallery director
Oh,
left
the ceiling
4
is so
messages
ugly.
asking to confirm your attendance.
I haven't decided yet. We'll see about that later.
It's his thing,
What
right?
else?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
No, he doesn't want you. Stay at
news
home.
from Leo?
Stop sending pictures of your underwear.
No, Carl. I can call him if you like.
No. No, don't bother. I'm starving.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
That sounds delicious. Ah, look at those vases. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody's taste. It's not mine.
Television.
A little smiley face cup.
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
Like what? What if he just started like breakdancing right next to him? Like, what are you doing? Like, you told me to find something to do. I'm doing something.
Sure, yeah.
Speed chess.
Speed chess it is.
What is that? How would you even tell what's going on? It's Bobby
That is a
Fischer.
very
Goes by
odd
Carl
thought.
now.
Well, maybe you just played better.
You don't lie as good as you play chess. We both know that I'm no match for you. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself and make your choices. Decide who you are and want to become.
I don't know. If Carl dies, maybe he'll just get like shut
This
down or
world
something.
doesn't like those who are different.
Does he actually have a
Marcus.
chance to become a person?
Don't let anyone
with his
tell you
own
who you should be.
goals and stuff? Because
Let's go to the studio.
What? What?
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Oh, no, it's a window. It's a glass room. Okay. Where did you leave off? I can't tell, my friend. Here's your pants. Leany pants. This is neat. You can clean up all you want, but how's he gonna find that stuff again? That's what I never understand about, like, having maids and stuff. Like, if they move stuff, how do you know where anything is? Like, you have to use extra intuition to find out where the maid put something? That doesn't sound convenient at all. Sounds the opposite of convenient, which is the opposite of the reason for a maid, right?
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define. I guess I like it.
I guess I like
The
it.
truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
Look, we all are. Get over yourself.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try. Try painting something.
Paint? What would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
Take the super dried out board and, there's no wet paint on that thing. David Cage, come on. It's the same thing.
That is a perfect copy of reality. But painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
That no one else does.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on.
You can do that.
Grab that canvas.
Excuses, excuses.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't
Press this button
exist,
and
something
close
you've
your eyes.
never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel, and let your hand drift across the canvas.
Okay, if you don't know how to paint, I mean, I guess he does know how to paint, but if you didn't know how to paint, that advice would mean literally nothing. If you don't have the skills to create what you see in your head, it doesn't matter what you see in your head. Unless it's just like a modern art thing, like, I just paint what I feel, and by that I mean I splash colors on the canvas. It represents my anger at the world. Oh, it's himself. That's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dad.
Oh.
Leo.
Sup, my dude?
I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by.
Ask you for money.
It's been a while, right?
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Again? What happened to the money I
crack.
just gave you?
Drugs.
It just goes.
It's obvious.
Yeah, you're on it again, aren't you?
No, I swear it's not that.
No, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, Dad, what's it got that I don't? It's smarter, more obedient, not like me, right?
Not on drugs.
You know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
I mean, kind of is his son.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
That sounds like not true if he gives you money and he cares what you do with your health, because it sounds like an angsty rich boy son. Angsty son of a rich man. Angsty trust fund baby. Oh my god, is Connor going to a bar? Man, I'm kind of into it, actually. I didn't think that I would like Connor, because he looks like white bread. And he goes into places that says no androids allowed? Yes! I love a rebel. I thought he was just going to party. Maybe listen to some slam poetry. Jimmy Peterson. How can you tell? I guess face recognition technology is a real thing. I can't wait till it becomes too real and then we all have to look like cyberpunk background characters. When I was younger, I used to think that bars like this, like little intimate bars, were like probably the best places to go. And now I think that if I go to a place like this with my friends, like the bartender's looking at us the whole time, like better to go to a bigger place and just like chill. I guess you come here if you want to be alone, or...
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
It's a slight complaint. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar that I went to. Jerk.
Involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck
Plastic
out.
asshole sounds very useful.
I understand that some people are not comfortable.
I wonder how old he is. Would I have known him?
Androids, but
if I'm 43 in this world. He seems older than 43, but...
Back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Listen, I think you should
How
stop
about
drinking
no?
and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
I like Connor. Always an undercurrent of like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
What do you say? Bartender, the same again,
It will be easier for both of us if just come with me.
See that gym?
I won't have to pop a cap in your ass and drag your body through the street. This guy needs a haircut.
Did you say homicide?
I thought he was a hostage negotiator.
You wait here. I won't be long.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
Fucking name.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant. Okay. You're the boss. I guess. Wait, did he just
Josh Douglas, Channel 16.
say stay and then he got out of the car?
I'm not confirming anything.
I do like the way that Connor walks. I like Connor. I like him. I didn't think I would like him, but I do. I like his little swagger.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me.
He is an android. Well, so clearly they are permitted.
Didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah, God. That means nothing. You could not trust
Yeah,
Connor
that
with
was the
anything,
plan until this
ever.
asshole found me.
He said he'd stay in the car, he didn't. He said he'd protect the other android, he didn't. I don't think that Mr. Hank's instructions are really gonna do that much.
Jesus, that smell was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Wow, state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here.
Ew.
There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get
Why would
some
he
air.
assume he had an android? Do most people have them? That seems unlikely. Ah, the pop rock craze continues. soon he'll move on to Pepsi and...
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you.
More evidence in your
Weak
mouth.
ass
You
punk.
got it?
Got it.
That's kind of amazing.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit.
Connor didn't want to warn him. He was like, I can't wait to freak this guy out by licking this blood.
Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Ooh, yikes. That's a lot of stabs. This is a really awesome rendering of a dead body, I gotta say. Not that I know a lot of what dead bodies look like, but super creepy for sure. All of the times you'll see like a dead body in a video game or cartoon or something, and it'll be like, it'll look way too good for how long it's been there. Like, no, come on, that thing will be rotted as hell. I think that's been established, but...
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Yeah, we can count, Connor. Thank you. Crime of passion. Maybe his android was his lover and they had a spat. Never rule out anything. Although usually it's the spouse.
Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago.
The killer was a bird!
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Huh. Idiot. But after everything Connor says, you could have him say idiot and it would make total sense. I mean, I think the fact that he was stabbed a bunch of times already confirms the struggle part. I guess you could be stabbed a bunch of times if you were like unconscious in some unnatural way where you couldn't wake up. That's the only way I can think of how someone would be stabbed without a struggle. Like if they were brain dead or something. He shrunk! After the android killed his lover, he went to the shower and he turned it on and the water shrunk him down. That's why androids never swim.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
What if you said the wrong thing?
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
Why does it even let you have a wrong option?
Go on.
With a spoon. That'd be funny if he was just messing with him. It's just like a hustle. He's like, he attacked him with a spoon in the bedroom and then he fell over and his head fell out. Like, well, we know that didn't happen.
Right?
But then next case, he just solves it in like 5 seconds.
The victim fled to...
Keeping him on his toes. Androids are fed up with the abuse, man.
He tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Oh, really?
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous. But it doesn't tell us where the android went.
He got tiny. He shrunk in the...
And lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents.
Blue blood is what
It
royalty
evaporates
has.
after a few hours and becomes
Aristocrats.
invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Idiots. Aha! Flying android. So he's just in there now, probably.
Hey,
Dead,
what
maybe?
are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
When you killed your lover, you know, sometimes you're so distraught you have nothing left to live for. Dun dun dun! This reminds me, I'm gonna just watch Hereditary. What? Oh. Fake out. It got me though. You got me. You got me, David Cage. I wish David Cage would just create, like, pure horror. Like, he obviously wants to inject horror into every game, and it's always pretty good. Has he made a horror game and I just don't know it? If he hasn't, hopefully that's next, because I think he would rock at it. Oh, there he is. He looks familiar.
I was just defending myself. He was gonna
He looks like Kevin Hart.
I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Don't tell who what.
What the fuck is going on up there?
I found the guy!
It's here, Lieutenant!
That's his job. What do you mean you're begging him?
Chris!
Don't stab people.
Get your asses in here now! Come on!
Self-defense and stabbing somebody 28 times are pretty different things. Alright. So we're at the next car bit. And it's been about an hour, so it seems like a good place to stop for now. If you made it through, congratulations. Thanks for watching. I think the most surprising thing so far is that I like Connor a lot more than I expected to. I thought he'd be the weakest link in this story, because, I mean, the way everybody talks about him, they're like, oh, he's such a precious fellow, blah, 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 white bread, clean-shaven boy man. But so far he seems like a sassy asshole, which I'm totally into, in a very unique way. So I'm excited to see more of him. The other two I'm not sure about yet. Kara seems to have not much of a personality, but that is obviously not really her fault. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens next time. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
It's your